everybody, welcome back. Adam and Gabe here with High Desert Hollow. We're out here in our annual garden. We're getting it all put in. We're past our danger of last frost. Hopefully, still southeastern Idaho, we can get frost clear to July, but hopefully we'll be all right. So we're here and we're going to be planting tomatoes right now, and we're going to kind of go over the process of what we do to plant tomatoes and why I prefer to do it this way. So follow along and we'll kind of go through the steps. Okay everybody, so what we've got is we've got just your basic tomato plant. This year we didn't have time with our kitchen remodel going on and stuff for me to get all my plants started like I normally do, so I actually bought this one down at the local nursery, which is okay. If you don't have time to do it, it costs a little bit more money, but you do what you have to do to get projects done, I guess. So Gabe, what do we need to do first?
We need to dig a hole.
We need to dig a hole, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so what we'll do, you want to dig the hole?
Yeah.
Just to put it right here, so kind of get up there and do a good job. We're gonna move that dirt off the side. We gotta dig a pretty deep hole. And the reason we're digging a deep hole is because when I plant tomatoes, and I'm sure a lot of other people do it this way, I'll actually bury 2/3 of this plant. There'll only be 1/3 of it sticking out above the ground, just to get that root system based down nice and deep. Gets it down to where the moisture's at in my this contour bed. You can already see we're down to good moist soil. But what that does, the tomato, and I know everybody, I mean, you hear plant it too deep, it'll kill it on certain plants. Tomatoes love it, from my experience. And what they'll do is they'll actually put roots out all along the stem where it's buried. It just gives more root contact. And I don't know if you guys saw my video last year of pruning tomatoes. I can put a link in the video right now with that. Just the sheer size of the tomato plants that we get. I mean, they go crazy. And it's worked really, really well for us. And I believe this is part of it, where we get it down and they get plenty of moisture, plenty of nutrients, and go from there. So what Gabe's got going here is we got this hole. Let me see that shovel for a second. Let's take it just a little bit deeper than that. These beds, what they've got in them is, when I built these beds, I put a wood core at the base of them to help retain moisture as it breaks down. So sometimes I got to kind of work around that woody core every once in a while. So we're going to move this over just a little bit. And everybody thinks, oh, you got wood in the bed's going to rob nitrogen. I've never had a problem with it doing that. I've always had good, strong growth. And what that'll do is the wood will take up nitrogen as it breaks down. But what it does is as it breaks down, it turns into like a spongy type matter, and it'll release that nitrogen back to the plant slowly. I've had at our old house, we had a couple wood core beds. They worked really well there, and so far we've had great luck with them here. It just works really well. So, all right. So Gabe, we ready?
Yeah. We
got our tomato plant in this pot. We're just going to squeeze it a little bit, right?
Yeah, to pull out easy.
So it pulls out easy, that's right. So we're going to do that right over the hole here.
And you break up the bottom.
Why do we break up the bottom?
Because the roots will spread out more.
Yep, the roots will spread out more. You've been paying attention, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work that down in there. You can see it's this tall. I've got almost all of that underground now. I'm going to take and I'll break that one off. Now what we're going to do, let me put that stick right there. Okay, Gabe, help me fill it in a little bit. All right, so we got this tomato in the ground. As you can see, it's 2/3 buried. We're going to get better root growth off all of that. Now what we need to do is protect this tomato, because like I say, at High Desert Hollow, we're southeastern Idaho. I have a chance of frost. I mean, it's not a very good chance, but it could definitely happen all the way to the end of June. But the risk we run, we can't wait that long. But what we do here to help these tomatoes off through these cold nights for the first little bit is I've got my tomato cages, and I use these are multi-purpose. They're able to trellis the tomato up, so that way it has support and all that. But the other thing that it does is I kind of make a mini greenhouse out of them. And if you haven't seen the video what Gabe and I did last year on this, on building tomato cages. I'll put a clip in or a link right now in the video, and you can go ahead and watch that. This is just a great way we found out. All my family does it this way to help protect these tomatoes and give them that extra little hothouse design that they need to help them establish and get going. And all this is that it's pallet shrink wrap. You can buy it online or Lowe's or Home Depot. It's what they use to wrap these pallets commercially to ship them. And what that does is it just helps keep everything warmer, keeps the wind off them a little bit. And I'll leave that on there for about a month. It'll be about the end of June when I take that off, and we'll just come through after that and cut it off. And then every year we just hurry and rewrap them. It's pretty slick, works pretty easy. But yeah, go ahead and watch that video. But what we do is we get that around here. Probably can't see me now. And we kind of get it on there, and we just kind of give it a twist, kind of work it around, and we kind of pile a little bit of dirt around the base of it. And then I'll come back through and put a stake in it. So, and we'll kind of, to help hold it so the wind won't blow it away. So, there you go. All right, guys, this is just a quick tip from Adam and Gabe at High Desert Hollow on helping maybe possibly, if you haven't tried it, to give yourself maybe a little bit better yield on your annual garden, or part of your annual garden. Anyways, in the meantime, we're just here trying to live a more self-reliant lifestyle and promote modern homesteading. This is Adam and Gabe with High Desert Hollow signing out. Did you want to say something to them?
Bye.
See you later, guys. Oh crap! I forgot something altogether. Tomato cake. Okay guys, just a quick tip from High Desert Hollow. Just to kind of go... Should we say something different? Let's say, this is a quick tip from Adam and Gabe at High Desert Hollow on the way we plant tomatoes. Okay, so look at the camera. What do you think, Gabe? Is there anything else we forgot to tell them about planting tomatoes? We like eating them, don't we?
Yeah.
They're pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So